how are you holding up this January? Are you feeling the winter blues or the winter blahs? Well, that means it's the perfect time to pull out a colorful kit and do some scrapbooking. Us paper crafters or crafters in general, we love cozy weather. We like to light a candle, maybe turn on some great music, and just get in our craft rooms and make some fun things. Hi everyone, I'm Jana Eubank and I'm here with a scrapbooking process video on behalf of Hip Kit Club. Today I'm playing again with the December 2025 kits. This is the Savor the Season collection, which is exclusively designed by Hip Kit Club. Now I love the colors and icons of this collection. It has kind of a winter theme to it, cozy inside activities, but it goes perfectly with the colors of these photos of my husband and son on their snowboarding day. They were wearing some colorful coats and actually matched the colors of this collection perfectly. I started out with some of the green cardstock to use as a frame for my layout, and then I'm using that bright blue snowy pattern paper for my background. The next thing I wanted to do was to create some snow bounds or snow hills here for my pictures to be anchored on. So that's what I'm working on. I pulled out this white and blue square or grid diamond type pattern paper to use as my main snowbank. And then I wanted to layer up some colors behind that as well. So I'm going to use this gold colored cardstock as well as some of this aqua colored stripe paper. Now, as I go, I am distressing each of the layers with a distressing tool and then stitching them with my sewing machine. Now, the middle layer here, this gold colored cardstock, I do not stitch that one, but I do believe I add or distress it just a little bit, just to give it some personality. And I also have really been loving using my distressing tool lately, if you haven't noticed. So I'm going to do a thin line of that gold cardstock. And then for this aqua one, I wanted to do a little bit thicker just so I could highlight that striped pattern. It's so cute with the little snow tracks on it. It kind of reminds me of like snowmobile tracks, right? So I'm just centering the pattern as I go and then distressing it and then stitching it with my sewing machine. So this will be a great place to start with my layout. Now I have two photos here today and I don't go snowboarding, so I'm not there with my husband and my son. So these are usually pictures that they snap for me and just send on their through a text, or like the vertical one here, my son posted that on social media and it has like a little hashtag of the location. I was trying not to cover up that location, but I do end up embellishing on top of it, and I will just include the location in the journaling later. So now that I have my base set up, I want to repeat that green color of the frame by matting my photos with some green colored pattern paper and cardstock. The taller photo, I did use the striped green paper from the pattern papers, and then for the smaller photo, I used the solid green just to shake it up a bit. Now I felt like the taller photo got lost a little bit on that striped paper, so I went back, pulled it up, and I decided to add a thin coral red border, and I like that. It ties into the red of my husband's coat there and balances out the layout a little bit. I will go ahead and distress these as well. Might as well keep the distressing going all the way through, right? So for my layout here, I'm going to just butt these photos up next to each other. I have them sort of placed over towards the left at this point, but I will center them as I start putting this design together. Now, I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do on this design. There is some snowman and snow-themed die cuts that I know I'm going to pull in, but I wanted a spot for my journaling, and for some reason I started there. On the sticker sheet, there were these two speech bubbles with little firework type accents on them, and I thought that would be really cute placed above my two photos here and also kind of connecting the two together, almost like a conversation between my husband and my son. So I decided to place those above there, just overlapping the two speech bubbles. And now I'm going to start bringing in all the snowy themed die cuts. There's this really cute one that has a winter cabin on it. I like that it had a red cabin that matched my husband's jacket. And then I had the snowman there. There's a little snow sled. And then there was this adorable little book that said Winter Stories. And because it was a gold in color, I thought that would be perfect to match my son's coat, which is gold. Also, whenever they go snowboarding, they always come back with some stories about people they met or the adventure that they had. So I thought that was very fitting. I also brought in some of this pink phrase there at the bottom of the cabin piece that said "we had the best time." I like that because it repeats the pink color of the snow sled. And then I wanted to bring in more red. I felt like I needed to balance that out. So in this kit are these beautiful florals. And if you ever bought a hip kit, they always have the most beautiful floral pattern papers and floral die cuts. And yes, this is the common supply that we reach for, right? I don't know about you, but I always reach for florals. However, in the wintertime, we don't always think to reach for florals. So this is one of those common items that we have in our scrapbook stash that we may not think of for wintertime, but it works perfectly here. Now the die cuts this month that do have the florals, some of them have little pine sprigs in them, so they do blend perfectly with this wintertime memory, and I love that. Another common supply that we can reach for are little tiny tags. And in this kit, there's a full sheet of tags printed on the paper, and I've just been having fun fussy cutting those out and using them as design elements on my page. They're also the perfect piece to add journaling to your project, or of course, stack them together and use it as an anchoring spot for your title. So many uses for tags. They're also great for anchoring embellishment clusters as well, if you need a little spot for that. So I had my design ready to go, and I'm going to take a minute and just glue it all together. I'm using tape adhesive on the flat items or the square items, and then anytime I have embellishments, I always like to pop them up with a thin foam dot. After I get everything in place, I'm now going to work on my title. I haven't really left a spot for my title, and initially I thought that I would put it in the top right corner, but I thought, you know what? There's these adorable puffy black letter stickers here in this kit, and that black bold color is going to be the perfect anchoring color to go across the bottom of this page. And even though I'm putting it on top of a pattern paper, it shows up really well. So I used my grid ruler to write, kind of sketch a light pencil line to help me line those up straight across the bottom. And then I went ahead and placed those. Now, the next thing I wanted to do, I felt like there was this really weird little spot in between the title and the bottom of that picture on the right. So I decided to cut out this aqua colored branding strip here and just slide it in there and create an anchoring spot for the snowman, the sled, and also the photos. And I think that feels a lot better. I did have to peel up some of the elements, so I'm just replacing them where they were and getting it all situated. As I did this, I thought, you know what, I need to follow this visual triangle rule on this page. So I decided to bring in one more red floral here at the bottom of the page, just to again accentuate that red color. And I know my husband's jacket is there, it kind of brings your eye down to that place anyway, but I really loved the florals and thought that they helped take your eye around the page. So I'm loving this design. I decided to add a little bit of black twine to the top of these tags. I did this at the last layout that I created with this kit, and I really liked how it looked. So I'm just going to copy that same thing that I did before. I'm not reinventing the wheel here, just knotting some of this black twine on the top of each of these tags. That balances out the black color of the title, and again, the solid, just balancing the page overall. So this page is almost done, but I have lots of flat elements here, and I love that Hip Kit always includes something dimensional in their kits. So I'm going to pull in these mini puffy stickers. There's lots of adorable icons on this page. You can see that the stickers have little winter treats and cooking and baking and pizza and computers and all the cozy things that we do inside, but they also have like winter sweaters and mittens and candles. So I'm trying to find something that I can tuck in around this embellishment cluster that I've created at the bottom. So I'm just trying a few things. I did decide to add the little green candle to the right bottom corner of that book. I'm playing with some mittens here, but the other item that I'm going to tuck in here is a cell phone, because my husband's always taking pictures of them snowboarding on a cell phone, so I thought that was very fitting. I wanted to add even some more dimensions, so I popped over to the chipboard stickers here, and along the bottom they had these little tiny circles, and they had little asterisks on them that looked like snowflakes. So I decided to sprinkle in a trio of those around my embellishment cluster at the bottom. On the second sheet of those chipboard stickers are lots of really fun frames, and there was a gold circle on there that had a snowflake on it, and I decided to add that to the right edge of my bottom of my horizontal photo. And I like that because we now have a visual triangle of not only the red florals, but of that gold color as well. We have the gold book at the bottom left corner, the gold snowflake circle on the right corner, and then the gold speech bubble in the center towards the top. So that keeps your eye traveling around the page as well. So the other thing I wanted to bring in here is a little bit of sparkle and shine. And in this kit are these adorable glitter foam stars in so many fun shapes and colors. So I just sprinkled several of these around the page, and I like the dimension that it adds and also the little bit of sparkle. Snow is sparkly, right? So as I looked at my title, I wanted to bring a little more interest to that. So I decided to add some more of that gold color by adding in some gold paper behind the letter O. I like to do this once in a while, and the back side of the gold cardstock had this snowflake pattern. So I found a little scrap of that paper, flipped it over, centered my letter O over one of those snowflakes, and then just trimmed it out and placed it back in place. Now my little foam stars here looked a little naked, so I decided to grab some gold or some clear gems from my stash, and I'm going to place a gem in several different sizes on all of these stars. And I like that the glittery always feels like snow and wintertime and magical, so I think that was the perfect way to finish it off. And that will complete this layout, guys. I hope that inspires you to get into your room and tackle some of your wintertime memories. Again, this is Jana Eubank for Hip Kit Club. I'm using the December 2025 kits. This is the Savor the Season collection, only available on Hip Kit Club. All right, friends, we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me.